Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading, we're taking a look at who's gossiping behind your back. Now, let's all set together the intention for this reading. We're not here to have a reading to equally gossip about them. We're here to have a look at who's sending bad energy, who's trying to harm us, so that we can protect ourselves and take the necessary precautions to be safe. This is not about us hating them. And always remember, when people gossip behind your back, it's really a weakness. So I invite you to feel sorry for them, have some empathy, but at the same time, protect yourself. All right, so in order to do this reading, we have 3 piles for you here today. We have, for pile number 1, the High Priest. For pile number 2, we have Bat. And for pile number 3, we have Wand. Now take a look at which of the 3 piles, or which of the 3 pictures you're the most drawn to, and that's probably the pile for you here today. Again, and as usual, if you feel drawn to more than one pile, then there is definitely another pile that you need to have a look at, maybe another person that you need to have a look at to take your necessary precautions. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. So you've chosen the High Priest. And in Wicca, the High Priest supports the High Priestess during rituals. He acts as the masculine complement for the goddess or the priestess when needed or when required. And so here I see straight away that this is supposed to be someone who should be standing there by you. So this could be a partner or an ex-partner. It could be a friend, unfortunately. It could also be a parent, because the High Priest, when the High Priest appears, it shows that this is someone that has to do with an authority, an authoritative figure. So this could be maybe a parent, a relative who's supposed to be there by you, and even a manager. So it's around this area. And to be quite frank with you, pile number 1, since this person appeared, the High Priest appears, you are quite aware of who this person is now that we're doing the reading together. And in fact, when the High Priest appears, it's a sign that things pretty soon are going to be okay. And it's also an advice that you should not get weighed down by feeling bad that someone who should have been your partner, should have been there by you, wasn't, and that you should pick yourself up. Realize that not everyone is balanced, and continue with your life now that you know that this person just wasn't good for you. Pile number 1. So I'm so sorry about that, but at the same time, you do have to be careful, because with the High Priest appearing, this also gives me an impression that this is a person who people take their word seriously. This is a person that people look up to and believe, and unfortunately, they are disguised as being wise and honest and righteous, but unfortunately, they're really not. I think they are acting in a little bit of a narcissistic manner. And they're maybe gaslighting you and other people into thinking that they are good while you are bad. Of course, pile number 1, this is a clear sign of jealousy, especially coming from someone who should be your protector and should be there for you. And they're using their position, their ability to be quite close to you and hear your secrets and know everything about you, and they use this against you to make themselves appear all righteous and right and make you look bad. I'm so sorry about this situation. Also, this person looks like they had some childhood issues there. I think maybe their parents or someone who was an authoritative figure as well spoke to them maybe in a bad manner. And I think they had to live their lives trying to prove to themselves that they matter, that they shine, that they're worthy. And being next to you, it looks like you are quite a successful person, and you're someone who people honestly look up to, and it's just really making them absolutely jealous. They feel like they shine in a fake way while you are really shining. You are taking the position that they dream of, socially maybe, or how people perceive you. And instead of being inspired by you and reflecting what you're doing and learning from it and becoming equally strong, because listen, this high priest, since it came out, they do have a lot of potential, but I think they undermine a lot of the things that they do, and they always keep looking at what you're achieving, what you're doing, the love that people have for you, or the admiration that people have for whatever blessings or skills that you have. And this is really the main problem here. I do sense a lot of pain from both sides, from you specifically, because it pains you to have lost faith in this person. And I see pain, of course, from this person of continuously, this person is more in pain than you could imagine or realize. And this mean-spiritedness and irritation and anger that you see, or passive aggressiveness that you see, stems from deep rooted pain that they have to live with every single second of the day while you are okay. So prayers to them, and I'm sorry that they're harming you that bad, but I advise you to start protecting your energy by not thinking too much and hating too much about the situation. The key here to protecting yourself from their energy is to not be triggered or angry or hateful about what they're doing. Take your necessary precautions, but the more triggered you are, the lower the vibration, the more you allow their negative energy to enter and affect your aura, your chakras. And so the right thing to do is to wish them well, wish them healing energy, but at the same time completely protect yourself. Don't dwell on how much they have disappointed you, how much they're jealous, and why they're jealous. It is what it is. Protect yourself, move on, and it's okay to sometimes feel sad about it, but always pick yourself back up. All right, now let's take a look at your tarot cards and see more about this person and see why they are hating on you so much, and what they're jealous of, and what are they saying behind your back, most importantly. So what is this person saying behind pile number one's back? What are they gossiping about? All right, so let's see. You have the Knight of Swords. You have, whoa, the Knight of Wands. This is not easy. I told you this was an authoritative person that people believe. They take their word. You have the Five of Cups. Yep. You have, I'm not taking reversals this week. You have the Four of Cups. Right. Let's take a look at your Osho cards, tarot cards, and see what else we have. All right, so what is this person gossiping about? Oh, okay, we have two cards here. We have suppression. All right. We have politics. Can you see that card? Okay. You have laziness, right? You have creativity, and you have, last but not least, morality. Wow. Okay. So this person is playing on people's minds using two things. They are telling them a lot of convincing lies, and at the same time, they're playing with their emotions. They're trying to take them on their side. And putting whatever is in them on you. So they're accusing you of being nice and sweet and a good person while you're really a snake behind people's back, and that they've discovered who you are, and that it's time for them, for everyone else, to discover this side of you. They also say that you have been giving them your back for quite a while, and they don't know why. Maybe you're jealous, and that they try to reconcile with you so many times and you're just not taking it, you know. I think this person is feeling quite extremely guilty, and it does lower their self-esteem when they see themselves like that, lie like that to people. But at the same time, while they're lying, they believe themselves, because they're trying to believe that whatever they're saying is correct. They're trying to justify it to themselves and to other people, but deep down they know that they're lying, and they're constantly gaslighting you and gaslighting the people around them by always saying the opposite of what you're doing. So for example, if you're a creative person, they accuse you of being lazy and uncreative and unproductive. If you're a happy, sweet person who vibrates good energy, they keep saying that you are jealous of other people's lives, and that you're extremely sad or extremely angry from the inside from everybody's blessings, and you're just not doing anything about it. They're telling people that that everyone is fooled by who you are, that everyone thinks you're a good, nice person, but in fact that you're suppressing a lot of bad energy and anger and bad intentions towards people, and that if people were to get as close as they were to you, they would know just how much of a bad person you are. The most thing that I see they accuse you of is inactivity. They try to come off as the person who does everything, who fixes everything, who is the hard worker, who's the passionate person, who just has to take things into their own hands, otherwise they're not going to be done. While depicting you as sad, complacent, lazy, doesn't do anything, and full of bad intentions. Now, we did say that this reading wasn't going to be about hating on them. This is about understanding what they hold and how we can get ourselves out of this situation. Now, pile number one, if you keep thinking about what this person is doing to you and feeling scared and feeling pain and feeling frustrated, you are going to get yourself stuck into the loop that they're creating for you. But if you vibrate high, and you feel sorry for them, but at the same time work on yourself just as you are. Try to tell people your side. If they believe you, great. If they don't believe you, maybe it's becoming a toxic place for you, and maybe it's time for you to distance yourself from that situation as much as you can. But what I can tell you is to vibrate high, because with the high priest showing up, this means that this situation is about to clear up for you. You just have to have a lot of faith, vibrate high, and I promise you, you're going to take yourself out of all of this. And at one point, pile number one, this is all going to be a long lost memory for you that you don't even give a single F about. So really vibrate high, forget about them, don't dwell on them. This way you protect your aura and you get out of, because you'll be vibrating in a different frequency. You'll move out of this place or move out of this toxic environment soon. You'll somehow things will be fixed for you in this area, in this place that you're in, or that you will move into another greater place. So pile number one, I hope this reading was useful for me. Let me know in the comment section more about this situation, and I wish you all the best of luck. You seem like a genuinely good person, and if you've liked this reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. So you've chose the bat, which is all about rebirth and consciousness. But let's take first things first. First of all, bats are the only mammals that can fly. And so this right away gives me the impression that this is a person who you did not expect would be the one speaking behind your back. And with the reflection here on rebirth and consciousness, I really see that you're starting to have a completely new idea, a complete renewed sense of intuition about this person. So while you saw them in one manner, now you see them in a completely different manner. And bats, they have an acute sense of hearing and smell, of course, and they use their ultrasonic echolocation to navigate, ring. So while you can't see or hear what this person is saying, you kind of like you can hear it with your intuition rather than someone having told you about what they're saying. So you're fully aware that this person is speaking behind your back and gossiping behind your back. Your intuition is very strong about this. You're catching on little signs that they're doing, little behaviors that they're doing, some signs of jealousy that they're portraying. Jealousy, or them more feeling like they are more deserving of what you have, is what I'm catching up, to be quite frank with you. Of course, jealous. The underlying reason that they're not aware of is jealousy, but it's more about them seeing themselves in your place, them thinking that they deserve what you have. And this is what they are saying and talking behind your back. They're trying to prove that you're not worthy and that they're far above you and that they definitely deserve what you have, by sometimes making fun of the things that you say or do, which is not nice at all. In fact, they have to most of the time, invent and twist facts about what you're doing so that they appear way higher. And that really shows you that deep inside, if they have to lie constantly to prove it to other people, they kind of know that it's more of a jealousy rather than them actually believing that they deserve whatever you have. Oof, that is a tricky situation there, pile number 2. But with the lilies here, this is a rebirth for you too, my friend. For you too, for both of you. So they are doing that. This is the rebirth of their image and rebirth with how you're going to deal with the situation. I think that you are going to change the way you're behaving, and since you are really catching up on what they're doing intuitively, I think you're going to be very smart on how you're going to bypass what they're doing. Very interesting. Okay, so let's see. Let's put it here. Let's see what your tarot cards have to say, and let's find out what they're gossiping and saying behind your back. What is this person, pile number 2's person, gossiping and saying behind their back? Let's go one more time. What is pile number 2's person gossiping and saying behind their back? All right, so let's see here what we have. Ooh, the Tower, okay. You have, we're not taking reversals for, I've been saying that for a while. Knight of Pentacles. 2 of Cups. Is this the other way or what? You have the 7 of Cups. All right, let's try taking one more card here. Let's push this up. Take a card. You have the Page of Swords, right? All right, now let's take a look at what your Osho tarot cards are saying. Put this all together. Very interesting. Okay, so you have the dream. This is getting clearer by the second. You have inner voice. You have harmony. And last but not least, you have innocence. Whoa. Okay, so the reason you're sensing this ultrasound noise, just like the bat, is because this person has been speaking behind your back so badly that the consequences of what they're saying is starting to appear on the outside. You're starting to see it on other people's faces, maybe on other people's behaviors, and it really worries you. Of how much destruction they're creating. Also, at the same time, you can see it with their competition, their eye-to-eye competition with you, constantly trying to get back at everything you're saying, question everything you're saying. You see a sort of behavior where they try to criticize everything that you say, double check everything that you're saying. And they're just eye to eye trying to prove that they're equal or even better sometimes. And I think you are a tough component for the pile number 2. You are a very strong person. I see you standing there very strong, very calm. What? Whoa, pile number 2. What? You're a dream. You're a dream person to be when it comes to other people being, for all of us to be when other people are just. Because I see you as acting in a loving way towards yourself. You're very calm. You're very stable. There's inner harmony. You're just dealing with it so peacefully. I'm impressed, pile number 2. I did not expect this at all. I think you're very quick. That's why you're an equal component here. You're very quick. You're very witty. You know what to say. And this wittiness keeps your composure. I think you really trust and believe in your capabilities and yourself. And you see the way they're acting as very silly, in fact. Oh, you also know just how much more skilled you are than they are. Just how far behind they are of you. Just how much wisdom you have than them. And that's what's keeping you calm. You're dealing with this person just like this picture. Oh, you little rascal. Is this what you're worried about? Do you know what this and this is about? Oh, you don't know? I can recommend some books for you. Kudos to you, pile number 2. I'm so impressed. So you're coming across as the loving person, the loving side. Actually, you're dealing with them with a lot of compassion. I don't even need to advise you with this area. You have a lot of compassion for them. You wish them well. You hope they would mature. You're very balanced on the inside, pile number 2. I admire you. I really do. I mean, look at your cards. Wow. So let's go back to seeing what they're saying behind your back. I think what they're saying behind your back, pile number 2, is they're nitpicking on every little thing that you do. They're trying to find every little mistake that you have. It's all about trying to find mistakes. But here's the thing. You are a different pile. Because as much as you see the effect of what they're saying on other people's faces, but at the same time, while people can are affected constantly by what they're saying, at the same time you really have faith that people totally believe in your skills. and that it might have a momentarily, sorry, that it might have a momentary effect. You know that this is just very like a small obstacle in the way, and it's gonna pass, and you know that people really believe in you too much than to go around and believe whatever this person is saying. I think you are heard when you speak very quietly, when you refute whatever this person is saying very quietly. People just believe you and they move on. So it's like, it's not a long-term problem. It's just that it's a bit annoying. Not you, obviously, but but you just have to pick after them, one after the other. You realize that maybe they're the bad apple in the place that you are, but you're too mature and too self-confident to really worry too much about them. My advice to you, pile number 2, is that sometimes you are in the right. And of course, you do the right thing that you're doing is vibrating high, and that's all perfect. I mean, this is what I advise people to do. You don't even need any advices. You're a very wise person. But obviously, but what I need to tell you is, don't let this person linger for too long, because a bad apple, as you know, affects all the other apples in the basket at some point. So while people may not really believe them now, but if you leave this linger for too long, it might have an effect on you in the future, pile number 2. So try to see how you can limit. Don't feel too bad about limiting their maybe powers. I'm not saying limit what they say, but limit how they can harm you. Like, put some new rules in how things should be done in the place where you are. Try to find different solutions where you limit the harm that they constantly do, pile number 2. And wow, kudos to you. You're a very strong, wise, balanced person. I did not expect that, pile number 2. I have a lot of admiration for you. And as usual, if you've liked this reading, please don't forget to tell me more about you in the comment section, pile number 2. And if you've liked this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 3. So you've chosen the wand, and right away what I see about you is that you are a very successful person. You're a person who has a lot of skills, and you're able to manifest things very easily for yourself. This is no coincidence that you have the wand here. And this yellow part, it always reminds me of the ether. And ether is space, It's the space where the synergy of all the elements combine, and it makes things manifest into the real world. So this tells me straight away that the person who is jealous of you is a person who's jealous of your skills and your powers. Your skills, the things that you've manifested, your success just ruffles their feathers, they are really jealous of your ability to make things happen, your ability to climb up maybe the ladder at work, your ability to create the business you've created. If you're at school, your ability to study and get good grades. Whatever it is, they are challenged, greatly challenged by watching you, pile number 3. And also, they see your success reflecting on all the areas in your life, and that makes them feel really small compared to you. They see you successful in your relationships, at work, with your materialistic world, your home. It's just that they are very jealous because you seem to be well-rounded, even spiritually. You seem to be like a balanced person, and they are super jealous of that. I think they believe they cannot ever compare to you. Unfortunately, they can never reach the heights that you have ever, and their only choice is to gossip about you, to release that pain and anger and maybe lack of self-worth a little bit. pile number 3. So we should really feel sorry for them here. You should be careful and protect yourself about what they're saying, but at the same time you should vibrate empathy and sympathy, empathy towards them. Sometimes people do not accept our help, so you might help them and they may not accept the help that you're giving if it's coming from you. Sometimes they would take it and bash you back. You know, there's this saying, you know, you give them their hand and they bite it. It's that same kind of energy. So I think you're a little bit stuck because you want to help them, but at the same time they're not accepting your help, and they just want to hate on you sometimes. Pile number 3. So obviously you kind of know who this person is. Let me put this up there. Let's take a look at your tarot cards and see who this person is and what they are gossiping about. What are they saying behind your back? What is all this gossip about? What are they saying exactly? Let's find out. I'm not taking reversals. I just wanted to say that ahead of time. All right, so let's shuffle this one more time. I kind of feel like energetically I need to do that again. One more time. One more time. One more time. Pile number 3. I'm channeling that they're in a spiral, being stuck speaking about you. Sometimes they feel too small when they keep talking about you, because I think people kind of feel their desperate energy sometimes, but they try to stop it so that they don't appear that jealous, but I think they find themselves spiraling back again into doing it. Oh, that feels so sad. Okay, so let's see. The spiral. Poor person. This person, the more they talk about you, the more they're going to vibrate low, and the less they're going to have, unfortunately. That is just so sad. So, of course, the star. They see you as way up there, so hard to reach in comparison to anything that they could ever do. You have the Knight of Pentacles. They see you as everything. You have the 10 of Pentacles. Gosh, I feel sorry for that person. 10 of Pentacles. They have little in comparison to you, pile number 3. Very, very, very little. 4 of Pentacles. And let's take another card here. Whoa, the Devil. Okay, so now let's take a look at your Osho tarot cards and see what they have to say about what they're gossiping and talking about. So what is pile number 3's person gossiping about? What are they saying exactly? What are they saying? Manifestation again. This is not a coincidence. In the Osho deck, this is the Magician. And it's a very... Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. This is the Fool. I'm very sorry. But this is a very stable Fool on the plant here. Oh, that's sad. Okay. So what else we have going with the flow? We have fighting. Oh, right under the 4 of Pentacles. All right. And last but not least... comparison. Right next to the Devil. So first and foremost with this person, there is a huge obsession about comparing themselves to you. All your cards, comparison. They just cannot stop comparing themselves to you. It's just not going to happen. They compare who they are with you, your mental capabilities, where you are at life, the material things that you have, the money that you have, the luxurious life maybe that you have in comparison to them. And it's just, it makes them furious. And here, it's really interesting how you have the Fool right under the star. So we see here a person who's reached the stars, created everything that they wanted, nearly everything that they wanted, are very stable in comparison, because we have comparison everywhere, and they feel like a fool next to you, you know, a person who's beginning their road, their journey, and they just cannot obsess about how you're polar opposite to who they are, and it just pains them. It really does. They create this shield, but internally they're very weak. They seem quite aggressive sometimes, or they may seem a little bit uneducated in the way they talk, maybe, or a little bit, they jump into conclusions quickly. They're like a newbie, you know. They act like newbies. They act like a person who's still not yet had the experience in life, has not traveled much, has not maybe which is not a criteria. I mean, maybe you, that's why I said it, maybe you're well traveled, maybe you're well educated, maybe you really are way on ahead, and to you they feel, maybe that's how they feel. They feel so small, inferior in comparison to you. So now let's take a look at what they're saying exactly behind your back. So what I see here, pile number 3, what they're saying is they're trying to depict you as some sort of monster or a bad person. This is where their game is at. I think they're trying to depict you as dishonest, or they're trying to depict you as selfish. They're trying to depict you as someone who wants to enjoy everything selfishly alone. That you only think about yourself and not about others. Again, a lot of selfishness energy coming out of them. I think they're saying that you look down on everyone, that you think you're all that. You're not humble, and you're full of yourself, and that you need to humble yourself, you know, eat a big piece of humble pie the size of the Empire State. Oh, I'm so sorry, pile number 3, but I don't see you being too much bothered about them at all. In your point of view, you have too many important things to worry about what they're doing, really. I see you as a very busy person. You have your eyes on the goal always, and you're just hustling and working very hard into achieving your goals, and you're not really worried about this silly gossip that they keep doing. You see yourself in a very high place here, and you're not really threatened by what they're saying. You're just really surprised that they have this amount of rage and anger. And in fact, I think, like we mentioned in the beginning, you tried to give a helping hand, but they spilt it. They don't want anything, you know, like giving a hand and biting the hand. They can take sometimes, but bite your hand back. They will continuously show disloyalty to you, no matter how much you try to come from a good place and help them. And it's just not going to stop. I'm sorry, pile number 3. They need to vibrate high. They're in a very dark place, unfortunately. I mean, I feel their energy, and I need to cleanse this area after we're done this reading. It's a very devilish area, and it's harming them. I think you're vibrating very high, and it's not affecting you. And kudos to you, pile number 3. See, to them, you're just like, your life is a wish come true, and it's like so far of what they can ever dream of. So this could be, if you have a company, this could be maybe a person who works in your company, or if you're a manager, they could be a person who works in your company, where you're way ahead. Maybe you're at school and you're way ahead, and they're like trying to learn, since we talked about education in the beginning. Or maybe in your social circle, you are really a star that everyone thinks very highly of, and they know that they don't hold much worth yet. And I say yet, because everyone has this potential and they need to look, unfortunately, to start their journey and start creating it, instead of feeling like it's so far, a journey of 1,000 miles. It starts with a step. And see, you can see here someone who's just really angry all the time. They do not miss a chance to say anything bad about you when it comes to your integrity, when it comes to your kindness. They're just trying to show people that you may have it all, but you are not a good person on the inside, and they are a person who everyone can rely on, and not you. And and that money and wealth and success is not everything. That's where they're playing, and I'm sorry, they're vibrating in a very very low. And you just keep on shining there, pile number 3. I'm not worried about you at all. Kudos to you. All the best of luck. And let me know down in the comment section what's going on there. Seems like a silly situation. All the best of luck to you. All the best of luck to them. I wish them healing. I wish them a successful journey, and I wish them to put their eyes on the prize and start working as well. So pile number 3, if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!